Welcome back to another episode of the Two Alphas Talk. This time we want to talk to you about a subject that you see all the time when you go to the ranges, outdoor, indoor. Everybody's buying this Chinese cheap tactical gear. They're buying this Chinese cheap mag holsters or gun holsters, and next thing you know, they come out with a cheap chest rig. And you're like, come on now. If you buying this stuff you buying it off of eBay, you buying it off of
Wish.
especially Whoosh, and you buying it off of what's the other one? Amazon. And if it's
Bang
not
Good.
who?
Bang Good. There's
Bang
another
Good.
one,
No,
yeah.
I never heard of that one.
Mhm.
And but they're not reputable companies. And the reason I'm saying this is because you buy this stuff, they don't do the double stitch on it. It's like a good quality American-made stuff is. It has a double stitch, so it's not going to fall apart on you when you put it under some stress. You take one of these serious tactical classes from a serious instructor, I guarantee you your gear is going to either rip by the end of the day, or it's going to rip early in the day, and you're going to be without gear.
The key to it is buy once, cry once. Pay for quality. Look at it. Read the descriptions of these things. Look for double stitching. Look for quality zippers. Look for whatever fasteners that they're using, that they're quality. And if you don't know what quality is, do some research on that and figure out what quality is. What are the top line stuff and what's the bottom line? Another thing is optics. I see a lot of guys buying some lower level stuff, and they have a rifle that may have cost $800-900, and yet they're putting a $65 sight on it. What I learned early on is that some glass, especially quality, costs almost equal to or at least half the price of the rifle that you pay for it. Now, mind you, there are plenty of good optics out there, and some of these companies that we used to call bottom basement have upped their game, but you still have to do research on it to make sure that that thing is going to stand up. Even if you're just taking classes and you're just going to the range and you don't plan on, crawling through jungles or anything like that, the key to it is you're going to wind up buying 3 of those cheap sights before you for them breaking, before you can take that same money and buy one good one.
And those cheap sights will break. And when they do break, because you guys are not running iron sights back up, guess what? Now you just got a rifle, you just shooting just to be shooting.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to, if you're gonna run cheap optics, make sure you run, most of you guys are gonna run cheap iron sights too.
Mm-hmm.
So, but get you some good iron sights. Troy makes some good ones, Magpul makes some good flip ups. Troy makes some high-rise ones. You're gonna pay some money for them.
Right, but buy once, cry once, get
Yeah.
it over with.
Right.
Piece it.
And goes back to even slings.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people they get on these cheap places where I can buy a $12 sling. Why would I spend $40 for a double point sling, and then I can buy a $12 double point sling? Because when you come out on a range and put that thing under some stress, it's gonna break.
Right.
You
And worse, breaking is one thing. The crazy thing that I see a lot of is that those optics don't hold zero. Whether it's magnified or just a red dot, it doesn't hold zero. So now this person is expending a lot of ammunition trying to get it back to zero every time they come out, and it's not going to hold zero. It's just not going to. You got a few rounds. It's set for today. You put it in the trunk. You put it in the safe. You bring it out next time, and it's shooting somewhere else again.
And
so those are the things that you're buying quality for.
Right, and that goes where people buying those fake reflex sights.
Yeah,
The fake ones, the knockoffs, thinking, I can get this and put on my stuff. It looks good for the gram and all that stuff, but in actuality, it doesn't work. And you guys are spending $300 or $400 on something that's a joke.
And the other one is you got guys who are doing close-up stuff with a magnified sight.
Yeah.
When I see that, I know it's not really happening.
Anything over, what is it? The 3 power on a 5.56, stop doing it.
Right.
If you got a bipod on a 5.56, stop doing it. 5.56 is not a sniper rifle.
Right.
It's a battle rifle. So use it as a battle rifle. Take all that extra gear off of it and run it hard like it's a battle rifle.
And we're making fun of it. We're making it a little bit lighthearted and all that. But at the same time, we're trying to put some education out, because sometimes people just don't know. And when you don't know and you're coming into something new, you got to figure it out. And a lot of times people buy these things and you go into one iteration, the next iteration, the next iteration, and if you stop and you look at it, you spent $700, you could have bought a quality sight right from the beginning. And sometimes you just have to save your money.
Yeah. Because it can get very expensive messing around with these guns and rifles and stuff. And you end up with all this gear and you think it's hooah because it looked good, but you're never taking it out, and most of you guys are afraid to even get your guns dirty.
Right.
Or scar them up.
Or clean them every time you shoot one round through it. You got to go, break out a cleaning kit and start cleaning it.
Rubbing it down. And it's like, come on. I mean, rifle is a tool, treat it as a tool. It's just like a hammer. Abuse it, call out your stepchild, spit on it, throw it on the ground a couple of times. And if you're not willing to do that with it, leave it in the safe. You know,
and the other thing that I see is guys buying multiple guns, but still can't hit the broadside of a barn. You got 12 guns, you got 2 hands, but yet you do not understand any of them, and that's a key. I've said it many times. I'll say it again. Be wary of the man with one gun because he knows how to use it.
Right. And his one gun may be something that you don't agree with, but if he's deadly with it, more power to him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's the key. When you look at these things, do your research on the items that you're going to buy, and then make sure that it's something that you're going to be able to adapt to. A red dot, I see guys put magnifiers on it. You're better off having especially guys with multiple guns, have a dedicated gun that's going to go out 300-400 yards, and then have another one that's ready for close up 25 yards and in.
Yeah, everybody wants to be a sniper, but you're in an urban environment, you're not sniping much.
No.
So just think about that.
Not at a basic level.
Yeah. So just keep your rifles basic, keep them small, keep them light, because you got to carry them for a long period of time. You're going to wish you never carried that weight.
Exactly.
All right? And we'll see you guys in the range.
Take care, guys.
All right, take it easy.
Out.